We're live. Let's trim this. I'm sending a message to Discord. Give me a second, guys.
There you are. Hiding from me. There you are. Hiding from me. All right.
Okay, so we are trying to forward.
There you go. Okay, and if you notice now, it doesn't do the forward boop anymore.
Yeah, so that is the route going from the feet to the pelvis, right?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, that's one. Okay, that's. I mean. Okay, that's one. It's so annoying how much nicer it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the route going from the upwards one. Now that's the Z. Like that's the only thing that now the thing is that's weird. So like so that the full motion now that looks way more like you can now see it looks really similar. Okay, yeah, fine, happy days there. So now we got to solve this upwards whatever thing we got to do, right?
So, like, quick idea, right? Can we so at the moment we got one freeze frame falling, right? Can you move that animation down?
Yeah.
With the anim track thingy. Oh, can you check your my microphone?
Oh, sorry. It's because I got my speaker on. Yeah, sorry. Let me I mean I got noise strength. Oh, it's also because let me make sure my Discord. All right. So let me move you down 10.
Yeah,
Let's see
exactly.
now.
So let's start the
Let's just see,
incremental
is it
changes.
the roots being is damn it. I wanted it to be something else.
Yeah, it cannot be something else. I mean, yeah. Yeah, we knew that this was the thing, right?
The fall is so sleeky now. I knew the pelvis projector was going to be everything. This is so long.
Yeah, so can you like move it down like 20?
Yeah, move down. Move out a ton. Let's see if it does the inverse.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that looks good actually. Yeah, maybe that is the correct pose by accident. Just move it down a lot and see if it's got any effect. Yeah, I mean that looks actually. If that is the case, right? Why we don't just elaborate a bunch of fallings with with that? Right. So it actually works. How does it work, right?
Why does it work so much? Not
Yeah.
what?
Of course, like it doesn't land properly because the pelvis is at the at the
Yeah, but
feet almost.
it
But yeah,
blends so much
yeah,
nicer though. What the
yeah.
hell?
So why going down blend nicely and going up? No, I mean that is almost.
Mm.
Are we seeing something else? I think I was fooled by
I mean, the bloody the physics of it all this is literally spot on. That fall is literally. I mean, to be fair, like going from root motion to thing looks absolutely dead on right now. Even that, even those ones. Like, obviously, that one has a.
yeah.
See, my thing is, obviously, this pelvis project. Obviously, it must be the blend, but
I mean, he's blending up almost upside down, so it would never do it
yeah,
properly. But
true.
yeah,
Yeah. Down, not really go crazy. It blends so nicely. Going up. Let me be drastic. Going up. Let's
yeah,
I mean, yeah, let's just actually toilet it.
more, yeah.
More.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't really matter. It's just like it's always a little bit that it does. Actually, can you go like 10 meters up? It's not because the blending is so quick that it doesn't really.
That's what I'm wondering. Is it just the blend?
Yeah, I mean it's not really. So like, can you do really like super stupid like just spam it, just like still like 20 meters?
You said stupid.
More stupid. Okay, no, this is
Right.
stupid enough. Yeah.
Just on the top of the building inside the
Yeah,
airport.
yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. So it has an effect, right? But it's quite.
It's the blend. It is
Yeah.
that blend.
It's a lot less than what it is now. I mean, that is like, yeah. So, what
Let's
is the blend
right,
curve that we go on the falling? Is that linear?
no, how am I giving? Oh, no,
Oh.
I don't know what because there's a montage, right? Transitioning in, like because there's a montage transition.
Mm.
I think it basically just goes into this state straight away. Basically, now this guy here,
Yeah, that
um,
is sus, right? Because 0.5 is such a random number. But like, no, sorry, can you go back into the state machine and put it linear, the curve? Yeah.
I feel that this is not gonna change anything because I think I played around with this guy before, and because that is the blend from the local, not the montage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because it is just the blend. It's like because I guess it's how quick it will go. But why it goes douche?
Yeah, because like at some point it really converges to the uh to that part of the blend. Like that montage stop, right? Can you put like a stupid high number like 10 seconds? So basically it will basically not stop, right? Pretty much. But yeah, can we bring it down to a sensible? Because now it's crude. Whatever we do. No, no, sorry, no, just keep it 10, but like
Oh,
keep
you meant
the
meant the
yeah the animation.
the animation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. One sec. I'm actually curious to see. Ah.
Yeah. So this, yeah, I think this is what I thought. Right. It's if I remember correctly, the way I had it before, it was like it was blending up to the end of the vault, like 90% of that. Yeah, of course it will still like do it, right? So that is the, yeah, that is the balance, right?
It's got like a second, right?
But so I think it should be montage stop to the end of the actual animation, right?
Mm.
Whatever the animation is. Well, from that um, to the landing. So
Who just have that? You. It's better though.
yeah,
I mean, it is better. Yeah, I mean, you could tell a lot less, to be fair. Yeah, especially in
yes,
those ones.
yeah.
I wonder as well, like, can I this montage blend out? Look at can you maybe ease this guy? 0.25. Let me see let me just
Yeah, I mean,
I just want to play and see the difference that will make if it saves this, dude. I just want to see if the blend mode like
I think
any
that
kind of
gets overwritten by the code.
no, not this guy.
No,
Uh,
I can,
blend. So the blend out disease. Let's see, because this obviously top monitor. We use the monitor assets blend out with blend in time. Let's
but we know that basically whatever we do, we're gonna fight against the pelvis, right?
there we go. Well, let's do like let me see here. A Cortic maybe, like a real general. Let's do a cubic and out. Let's do it. Leave it in and out as well for Argent. Great meat. Why not? Why not, mate? You know what I mean, matey? Why not? Lordy, Lord, Lord. Lordy, Lord, Lord. I'm just glad we got rid of the news forward. Made it look better already. Ooh, some of them seem nicer.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think that is because the pelvis is a bit higher. Yeah.
mean, even that one seems a bit nicer still.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah, obviously it's bent like
It,
from like halfway.
yeah,
Just like,
exactly.
oh
Just
no.
halfway there. Yeah. If you if you blend it from the from when it goes back vertically. Yeah.
Can you bloody do a flip, mate?
It's almost there.
God damn it.
Ah, a good question in the chat. Can we have the ability to hold flip tricks like double back flips, double front flips? I think that is what we were working on a couple of weeks ago. I think.
What did you say, sir? What was the question?
Uh, if we have a if we have the ability to hold flip tricks like double back flips, double front
Oh, I see.
flips.
Oh, like in that stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's so weird because like the the inner stuff is like really easy to do. It sounds really like it's weirdly like the it's all this crap here going from like root motion to non-root motion to thingy to non because like you got to think like once you're in air and you're just physics, then you just play animations, right? So that stuff is like all right, cool. Um,
Yeah.
the it's here where we're going from like root motion jump to physics and then root and stuff. Like once you're in there, you just be like, all right, cool. Do some flips and yada yada yada. And we
Yeah.
can realistically, right? We can just lock the pelvis at a specific, like for the inner animations, we can just say the pelvis is at 90 for every inner animation, so it doesn't, so you'll never get a weird blend. So like for the backflip, the gainer, all of it, the pelvis will just be at 90 from the root, right? So then blending between them or blending in. You know what's ironic? That's what we really shouldn't it?
Um, Sorry, I missed the last 10 seconds, David. What did you say?
Oh well, basically, like I was saying, for like the inner stuff, it's like we haven't added yet, but it's like easy thing to add because it's like once you're in air, there is no like motion driven stuff, so it's all just like data driven in the sense like how fast you rotate and do this animation of the back, whatever it is. It's like just playing an animation. So like yeah, like doing like doubles and gainers and all that stuff is pretty straightforward. But because and I'm saying like the way we probably do it is like if you were in air, like the animation wise, the pelvis of all your different ones be at just a specific point because it doesn't matter. You're in air, and then you just actually 90 degrees when I'm now. Interestingly, though, is that what we similarly what we actually set the pelvis as standardized height,
Well, a little bit like we do
like the
for the
climbs?
climb ups.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I think the only problem with that is that for a jump, the route is very important.
Important. That is the issue. Like you can't jump over and sort of say, oh, the route actually goes. You actually
Yeah.
go. No, you're right.
But so
Yeah,
okay, so we know
yeah,
that the pelvis down it behaves a lot better than the pelvis up.
yeah.
What is the reason for that?
I don't know. It's probably just the. I anticipate it's the nature of the blend because I anticipate it's you want to move down, but your like the movement is down, the blend is taking you up, so it's way more like visible.
Mm.
Like you look at it and you're like, oh, for God's sake. Whereas if you want to move, if you're moving down, already moving, it probably just gets masked by like that movement.
Going
I
in
mean,
different
it's
direction.
already infinitely better, obviously. Obviously, the full animation is a complete mess.
Yeah, ironically, although with the foreign animation with just one frame, it behaves a lot better than the stupid.
It does. And like, I mean, the main thing that I'm, I guess, accepting of is that um now the root isn't doing anything weird in terms of like messing. Like, I think the main thing it doesn't mess up now is the forward momentum of the gravity. Like that's the
Yeah, that extra thing, right?
ooh, yeah. Because you can see it go up, but it doesn't. You don't get the feel. Like before we were like, oh, he feels like he's getting like pushed forward.
Yeah.
You don't
It
have that anymore.
it does a little bit there, but it's because some of the animation have got the root at the feet.
Yeah, some of the root of the thing. Um, I love that you can like slow down your. That's ironically my favorite feature, being able to slow down your plier.
Oh, it's quite nice when it does the pre as well. Okay, so
It's so cool because if you go too slow, like you overstay your welcome. You do just
so if we so if we prepare the falling animation with the pelvis a little bit down, what the bad uh things about it? Yeah,
so.
that one is
Um, yeah, if it's the bad thing is gonna be the landing, right? Because when it goes to land, the feet are gonna be below the ground. That's the
mm.
that's the tricky element.
So
Um,
okay, so can we have some falls that are taken from a lower um from a lower pelvis, right? It's still correct, but from a lower pelvis, right?
um, yeah, and then what we then pose match into one of the falls. So we have a
Yeah.
bunch of different full loops per se, right? And then we
Mm.
pose match into one of them depending on what our current pose is.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I
think we'd have to do
mean,
it anyway because
yeah.
different
Or
animations would
even
be.
even filtering it. Like we follow post match. I mean, we do the post match anyway, but we post match on the best pelvis, right? Because that is we can do that calculation offline, right?
Mm,
When we do the filtering, we can say, right, okay, filter on the pelvis height, right? And then
yeah,
we choose the best one, right?
true. Actually, yeah, that's quite an easy one to do. Actually,
So is that a good enough plan?
um, so filter on the pelvis height. Um, yeah, so filter on the pelvis height. So I should think. So we filter on the pelvis height. That's all good. So now, in terms of the architecture of that are we playing that through montage? Oh, so so then are we saying this guy here becomes our coded like pose match node, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the big. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of having that as a state and not. So why do we have it as a state and not as a montage?
Can you loop that montage though?
Yeah, yeah, we can leave the montage, right? Yeah, I mean the montage has got all the, yeah, all the things to be
Yeah, I
looped.
mean,
I think that is quite weird. The,
mm,
you know, asymmetry,
mm,
which is always sus.
mm. So
But I really think we shouldn't loop the um the phone. I think we should have well, we loop it, right? I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 times, wherever it is, right? And then after a certain threshold, you go into you go into
see
ragdoll.
that to me sounds dodgy because I don't like the animation drives that threshold and not code.
And I
Like
mean,
that sounds
it's
more dodgy,
still
no?
yeah, but it's gonna be still code because we will just add the
Yeah, but
more
it's you then you create this like disconnect, right? Which it's not like, so if I want to change anything in code, I have to re-elaborate the animation time, and that workflow seems like it screams like a problem. Like it's
um
not a direct one-to-one. I change X, it just accounts for it.
yes, but it's got a few advantages there, which is without the animation needed to have like a start and end the loops, we can have we can start the fall with a better pause, and then going into the into the flailing
But then
beats
we can
that.
do that anyway with a pose match on a full cycle.
Yeah, no, but the cycle needs to go back at the beginning, right?
Yeah, but then you could go to any point in the cycle, right? So you can have a cycle that is long and like goes through a lot of different like things and then returns to itself.
Yeah, but
And then you
like
can start any point in.
for the first
So
second
this is
of the fall, you either move your arms like that. Like there are
well,
no
that
loops.
would be the blend, right? Because
Yeah, no,
there's
but
just
that is the thing. Yeah, it's like it's not nice to blend like because we basically blend already into a bit of the fall that is quite down the line, but we blended already at climax. We got a long blend, but it's already going into the flailing animation. So the flailing animation should always be activated when you are actually in air for a little bit, and then you start, getting nervous and doing all the things. But if you're in air for like 0.2 seconds, you shouldn't really do that.
but
That is the thing
I
that
think that's a different cycle rather than like you have your initial fall and then you have your other like that are like rather than one animation to capture the, because there's just something I don't know, there's something about um the like the animation, like I think because then the animation has too much in terms of like the data of the game gameplay wise, which seems sketchy.
no,
I
no,
don't know
but
why
like,
it's
but if we have that fall, which is like 10 seconds long, like nobody will like we know that at some point, if you fall, for more than X, you need to go into ragdoll, right? Because it's just you just need to crash, right? So if we
then
set
we've so then, but then with
the limit
sorry,
very high, then we don't have that problem.
but then we're like so with but then we've got a ton of just redundant data throughout all these animations.
Yeah, but how many fallen animation have we got? I thought that we were gonna like 3 or 4, right? Well, at the moment we go 1, right? So now it's two. But even if even if we have 10 falling animation, it's not gonna break the bank because we have like 100 volts anyway. So
Mm.
um, so if I think there is a very what I like about that approach is I don't know, like syntactically correct for is architecturally correct that you go into the fall and then after a while if this is like it's not. I mean, this looks like
But I
a
think
little bit of
the
a
thing is
cheat.
it's not like because it's not like after a while you fail because that is that is purely gameplay logic that's driving animation. That's the issue. Like it's like because if it's the case that it's not after a while you fail, then what?
Yeah, no,
Do you know
we
what I mean?
have
Like it's
we have enough we have enough leverage to say, I mean, okay, you choose between 3 and 10 seconds, right? You can change the gameplay, you know like
but then you
way
say you
above the
make it.
limit.
What if you want to just keep falling?
But like it becomes a pretty weird
No,
game,
but that's what I'm
right?
saying. It's like it's not. Is yeah, but like irrespective of like even though that for the game in case, if we're looking at like syntactically, right? Then it's the logic of like parkour and the realism element is actually driving the code that should just work regardless of what the logic of the like that thing is. If that makes sense. So if we're looking at just structuring it how it is, like it should fall, enter the for loop and fall until I tell it not to.
Yeah,
However, it's saying
yeah,
it's going to fall until a point that I guess in parkour goes to this point rather than like it falls and then I determine when is the time in which to stop
yeah.
at
But yeah,
runtime,
yeah, the code will always do that because the
but not at
animation.
runtime. Though.
Yeah, yeah, because the animation will be long enough
But,
to cover whatever the
it's not
code
at
is
runtime because
doing.
the endpoint is what you set when you create that animation, not at runtime. So if you don't have an animation, you can't do 100 seconds of the full.
Okay, yeah, yeah, but like, you always have limits, right? Like, yeah, you cannot do a vault which is 5 meters up, but yeah, but like, so like, if that limit is stupid, that is not, it's not the problem. Yeah, because like
Mm.
technically we cannot have a vault which is very high because we don't have the
Mm.
animation for that, but that like is within those gameplay limits that makes sense.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
I'm really not a big fan of the generic approach because yeah, sure, like we can have the system that works even if you are on the moon, but then like why do we bother going into so much trouble that we know that it's a parkour game, and if we fall for more than 100 meter you
Mm.
die, right? Yes.
Yeah, but I see. I'm
Yeah,
thinking about it is separate to that, like as a system, like regardless of whether we want to do it for this game, whatever, can we program in a way that just works? You know what I mean? Like regardless
yeah,
of
no,
the
yes,
scenario.
I think we can definitely do it that just works, but we will have to increase the complexity for a case that we may never have. So basically, the way we should do it, right? Like the architecturally correct way to do it is to have a first easy in fall, which is like the first part of the fall, which is the same as the fall that we just elaborated, right? That just drew it going down, right? And then
And your
after
fallback, right?
that, it will go into the falling loop, right? Yeah, but that is adding.
Yeah.
So instead of doing that, which will require a lot of logic, we just say, well, okay, now for now we have the limit of 100 meters or whatever, wherever we want to have it.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, and then in like 5 months time we say, no, like we need to have it differently. Yeah, sure, but we only need to change that bit by then. But at least we go everything else, the sound.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's just do that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, regard at the end of the day, it makes it easy to replicate anyway. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah, because also, yeah, exactly. Because also by doing
Montages
that
are
in the montages, yeah, I think we, we don't have that strange. Usually when there is a fork in the code, it's always like super sus.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
I mean,
So
eventually when we are optimizing and we will be like doing the final stint for performance and compliances and whatnot, yes, we will have to find the compromises. But you know, at the very end, we don't want to start with the compromises at the beginning. Otherwise,
mm,
we accumulate all of this technical debt that it's unsustainable in the long run.
okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy with that. All right. So then, in that case, then let's Okay. So annoyingly, this brings back to a problem of the root of the feet for the jumps, but we'll tackle that when we tackle it a bit. So the so the crux of, I guess, so the fall, right? So then we'll do the montage based, so it's all replicated, happy days. So can we then, do we think then the fall we do be driven by the animation type? So then you have like a dive roll fall,
Yeah,
a
exactly.
vault,
Yeah, yeah,
a cat pass fall, a bail
yeah,
fall, a drop off fall, a climb up fall, like your arm jump, all
yes,
that kind of stuff.
yes. I think so because it, yeah, we have the chance to say, like, not for every single animation, of course, but we will have a, like a canonical cat pass, a fall, which is like, and that is when we do
Yeah, we
the
just have
post
one.
matching,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, we just have one for the cat pass, but at least it's in a cat pass position, right? So it's
yeah, that's what I mean,
yeah,
to
yeah,
transition in. So, like, it
yeah,
would just be it would just be the one. If it's a cat pass, do your cat pass fall. If it's a
exactly, yes,
dash
yeah,
fall, do your dash fall. If it's a
yeah.
thing, do your thingy fall. Yada yada. I mean, obviously, locomotion, you can. I mean, we kind of already do that, but we just specify it to be locomotion and then match on that. And I guess what we can then do, if we really desire, is have pose match through that, rather than, which is what we do now, realistically, right? So in the Fluid
Yeah,
Manager, we
actually,
say,
yeah,
oh, like, pick the one with the most accurate velocity and pose match
yeah.
of this type. So this falling type would be corresponding to your, like, oh, are you doing a gap pass? Are you doing the thing? Are you doing that?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah. If you do the cat pass, we don't need the post match, right? Because we will have. I mean, unless we have many cat passes fall, but
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying. So, like, we
exactly.
can allow it to have multiple, so that if we
Yeah,
find that
exactly. Yes.
you can actually cat pass a couple
Yeah.
different ways, you want
Yes.
to actually fall a couple different ways,
Yes.
then you pose match into the fall that's going to allow you to.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, data, we wouldn't be able to have too many of them.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3, I guess, would just be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and also we need to squeeze into all of this also the logic of when are we gonna bail in the fall, right? We're gonna bail if we crash over, if we crash against the
Oh yeah,
wall,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna,
That we can
yeah.
separately after, right?
Yeah, yeah, but is that something that we need to think about now, or is something that pretty much unrelated that we can We're
I
gonna
think
have
it's
to
pretty
build
unrelated
it.
because I think the bail thankfully will just inject itself when it needs. So like if we sit like we could say like, oh, falling time bail, that is complete separate. Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah,
you make
no, yeah,
contact during
falling
the
time
fall.
bail, or like just you crash against the wall, right? Going to ragdoll kind of thing, yeah.
Mm. So
Yeah, but that shouldn't really change the logic there, right?
that
It's
that
yeah.
wouldn't change the logic. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
nice. So how do we want to split this? What do you want to take care of? And
Well,
um,
the other thing that now this issue is the root not be the root at the pelvis.
yeah,
Now, for the pliers and stride, causes a problem
yeah,
because
that's a big problem
I
with
can
that.
imagine the fall. I mean, let me do a scenario. Let me make this. Sorry, bloody keeps making it, bloody bastard.
To make it too
Let me
easy.
make this. Do you know what I mean? So this will be the exact. Although,
Does it keep falling? I mean, that looked quite convincing.
yeah, it's due to start falling. Why is it?
Hmm. Like if you move the
I
wall a long, long way, or...
it's because of blender.
I mean that could help really. No, I don't think that is the case, right?
Yeah, look, because it starts falling, and then it's blending. It's still got the plier animation. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
but that is okay, right? I mean, we like that montage
no, because
of
it looks
that
wrong.
time,
Because he shouldn't keep pliering. Like, he should be like
right?
not
Yeah,
blending.
yes, yeah. Okay, okay.
Because
But
that looks wrong.
no, no,
It
no.
looks like
Yeah, sure. But that 05, like it should be a number depending on how long the animation is, right? Not just a static number. Okay, yeah. So that has got the
yeah, like yeah, it needs to it definitely needs to be animation dependent, right? For
yeah.
sure.
So that has got the problem that it goes. Does it go back? Yeah, it goes that. It does the thing, right?
Yeah, it does a do.
So okay, no, I got the solution then. Like, why we don't have the plier fall, which has got the root at the feet?
Yeah.
So plier and stride fall, they got the root there.
But I'm worried. I'm worried that that'll create a disconnect somewhere else when we go then do like any transition from that fall. Like then we're in that plier fall.
Yeah.
Then we go to a landing. What if our landing route isn't at the? I think we're gonna pass off the.
Yeah, yeah,
Dis-
yeah, yeah. We're gonna we're gonna
I
propagate
have a
that, but yeah.
feeling that we're just we're having the route in different places is bad juju.
Yes. Generally, like having that fork on the thing. Yeah, I completely agree. Is incredibly sus.
But obviously, we need the bloody thing to land on the toes.
Yeah.
Unless we sculpt the animation so that the root is there.
Okay, so I got an idea. You know the same thing that we do for the climb. So for the falling, uh, the plyo falling, we do start at the feet and at the pelvis. So it blends out completely fine.
No, but then you got to think when it goes into the next plier, it's going to start at the pelvis, go to the feet.
No, but
But
he's
you
already
get.
falling, right? So when you're falling, you don't go into the next plier, right?
Oh, so you're talking about the plier falling.
Yeah. So the plier falling starts at the feet and ends at the pelvis.
Yeah, but that will bring back the same issue we had now when the root moves. Like if the
No,
root
no,
moves with the motion.
no, because by the time the root is at the pelvis, if it have already blend out to the um, uh, to the falling, right? So
Yeah,
basically,
but that will bring about the exact thing we're saying here. Like we're saying, we're blending from the root being one place to another. Whether or not it's done in animation or not, will still make it dodgy. You'll get that movement of the character on the root. Like that's the trick. Like the bit if the pelvis stays positionally the same position, it's fine. But if it moves at any point, that's what you're gonna get. So in the animation, it will move, right? And then you'll get the same behavior that you're getting now.
no,
Like,
because the the pelvis. Well, I mean, the root will compensate the pelvis, right?
but you
Because
got but if that root moves position during the blend during that transition, you're gonna get some kind of movement of the character.
No, because you only move the root, not the like because the pelvis counteract the root movement, right? So
No, the root though, we got to think like the root is the root is like here is like where am I? Whoa. The root is like here, right? All right, at the
yeah,
on the fall, and then it moves to here,
yes,
right?
yeah,
Is that what you're saying on the jump?
yeah, like on the falling,
Then
yeah,
yeah, but that will be dodgy because if we're saying that it starts here, which is the same position, then the pelvis moves forward in essence, right? Because the root doesn't move, the root stays in the same position in the world, right? Where are you going? What is it doing? Like the root will stay here, right? It doesn't move, but then the pelvis will move forward to then be here where the root is, which will give you the same issue that we have where the pelvis adjusts backwards or forwards, however
no,
way.
it's the other way around. The root
Yeah,
will
but like
move and the pelvis stay there.
yeah, but either way, you'll get movement of the pelvis separate root because it will align itself, so the thing will move.
Yeah,
Like
but not
this
if we
wouldn't be static.
compensate.
Like it wouldn't be like this. This motion of this here won't stay still. It will like move forward and backwards, and any movement here will result in movement in the thing.
Um,
Like we've just seen the exact case, like blending between whether or not it's done in animation or in by the blend of the
no,
montages.
but I'm saying doing both at the same time, so they counteract each other. So basically, my theory is that they they will cancel out because one is moving forward and the other is moving back. At least that is the theory. If we have the root that is moving the same time as the blending, it should be okay. But yeah, no, I need to try because I cannot really work it out
Mm.
in my head. But okay, so that is one option, right? But
There's something part of me thinks
unless we have another way of saying we do ply and stripe in a different way. But is that too late
That's
to do
what
it
that's
now?
what my head is. That's what my head is telling me because the strides didn't really work either with feet in the middle.
Oh, no, no. If you re-elaborate now, the strides are fit in front, so they were
Yeah, they still
actually.
didn't work. It's they had a weird like blending between two strides wasn't good.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I've not added them in. It just didn't work well.
Okay, so
Um, I have a feeling, for me, like the thing that seems least sus is keeping the root of the pelvis.
well, yeah,
That is
one
the
million
thing.
percent, yes, that
So if we can
is
find a way to
definitely
do
true.
that, I think that's the best bet.
Um, how can we fix the pliers? Mm,
Is that a case of in animation, like when you let me get a plier up. Hold on.
I mean, sorry, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna grab a drink.
Mm. I'm not sure.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. Um, David, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Just yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the root uh, of the pliers. How can we fix it? I have a very hacky idea, but I hate it. But we could have a fake like fake platforms. You know, like procedural cubes, invisible cubes that we spawn where we land. I say it's the horrible idea ever.
It's tacky. Pretty unique case. I think
Yeah.
pretty. It's a pretty signed use case, isn't it? It's like a. It's not. Yeah, it's mhm. um.
Oh wow, that is smooth. What the hell? Doesn't even look like a blend.
Uh, See, because this plays an animation that transitions to the.
But how
It's like
does
this
it do
plays a
it?
falling animation.
But how
This
does
is
it
the
do so
locomotion
well?
one.
Yeah.
This is the locomotion one. Like it plays the animation that. Uh,
Yeah, but it's very good.
11, 14, 4, and 6.
What the hell?
Wait, what?
Oh, can you do inertialize on when you play the well that was weird when you play the montages.
Yeah, let me show them. Let me
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that is another thing that I remember from the thing. Like, yeah, you know when the animation was like stopping. I think that was when we tried to use standard blend.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm looking at the landing as well. So I was just
That fit there.
Oh, I mean, it's actually really not bad.
Uh, what is this combination?
Everything's just inertialized.
Yeah.
When you do like you do
Yeah,
something.
you do it, but I think that is the actual movement. You don't have uh that that slow down. I think like here is like it looks like everything is just too fast, right? I mean, like it's a continuous movement now. It's wrong, but in a in a different way, right? I mean, that looks pretty
Yeah, I
much
mean
cool.
this fall, it's the only one that's gonna look weird is flyer that has the
Yeah,
speed up. The other one
yeah,
should look.
there, yeah. Sure. What is that for?
Yeah, I
There
mean
is that the flyer?
this one. Oh, sorry, the only running jump that's gonna look normal is 15-1 through 6. Is the only one I've elaborated at the feet. So that one looks really nice though. When you actually fall, it's very nice. Very very nice.
Yeah, I
Actually
mean,
quite
that
nice.
is yeah. Yeah, I mean, in those cases when it does the reverse vote, it will be sort of helped by the fact that we will have a reverse vote fall, so
Hmm.
that will help a
I mean,
little bit.
it's actually ironically quite good. Obviously, you got to think of it's going to a completely static animation as well, which I was
Yeah,
going to show. But I mean, ironically, it's actually alright.
yeah, the trajectory is decent, right? Yeah,
Even that,
even that one, it's like
and that's very much an animation where he doesn't go off. He literally, like, yeah, he
yeah,
goes just over the edge. Like, it's not a.
it doesn't even fall. It's just it's basically yeah. Yeah, that one like
That's
with the root more down with the pelvis down. I think those will be all good.
Now that one's flawless. Yeah, like even I think even in its like very shitty state, it's still not bad.
I mean, I've seen shipped game with worse animation than this.
I mean, look at Watch Dogs. It's
Yeah, exactly.
actually not that bad, to be honest.
I mean, if the compromise now is to have a slightly shittier fall on the plyo, so what let let it be, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too. I mean, it's and it's not even that shitty. That's the irony of it all. Oh, because you know what's happening? The reason why it's not too bad is because it's sort of counteracting itself. Like when it goes to fall, it's it kind of matches up.
Yeah, and also the root is very close to the pelvis anyway.
Elvis, yeah, it makes a lot of a difference. I mean, that's one thing we could just even do. If I say on this plier. It's just obviously for now, like, we just find a point to say. If I said the climax was here, obviously it's probably. Let's just play around. Let's play around with the guy, right? Let's just see what the behavior of the different climax
Yeah.
be like. Right, and then so this animation.
Yeah, it's pretty much vertical now. Yeah.
Oh, it is, but it's because the bloody I've got it as a pelvis project.
Oh, you got the pivot. Yeah, yeah.
One sec, hold on. Let me change it. I was like, oh, it's perfect.
I'm gonna say, but you got it to the pelvis and it still accelerate.
No. I've just only got it to pelvis now. Um,
Uh,
I just re-elaborated now. Before it was at feet middle.
okay.
Yeah, imagine. We thought we
Yeah,
fixed it, but we did.
did nothing for 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, if the compromise is for now at least is okay. So
Yeah, that's pretty much
it's a
spot on
pretty
now.
spot on climax point, right? Yeah, it's actually really nice. Wow.
So
It's damn near
now
spot on.
the trajectory is all. I think is it's pretty much, but it still accelerates, right? So it's that like why does it go so fast after the? I think the falling now per se is fine, right? But why doesn't it like? Is the gravity too low?
No,
Well,
it's probably because obviously you got to think it also doesn't actually start falling at it falls probably during some kind of forward acceleration, I guess, not when it reaches its actual climax. But I mean, still,
yeah, but there is the
no, it's the root. It is the root move. You can see the root move. Like you can see the root go. Like you see how the character pulls forward there. That like that motion of the character, the character still pulls forward massively. Ironically, so here, like you can see the capsule and the pelvis slowly change, and I think that's what's causing the perceived acceleration. Yeah.
it's a lot of an acceleration though. Like, can you fix the route to the pelvis and see? So the route to the pelvis, we shouldn't have any acceleration, right? I think it still accelerates. And my gut feeling is that is because the g constant is the gravity multiplier. It's bodged.
I don't know. That doesn't change. So shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's still going forward, right?
No, I've not re-elaborated the
Okay.
anime. You were too quick on it.
Uh,
Might still. I have a feeling it's when we go into climax, maybe. Oh, it doesn't bloody. It doesn't do the. God damn it! Let me hold on. Try and make it do apply. I can't. Yeah, yeah, it's no. You see now? Oh, Oh, come on.
yeah, so we have a problem if we change. um,
Yeah, you see it now. It's back. It's like the
right.
other ones.
So do it like okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. Pretty nice. It is like yeah, it is that perceived acceleration from the root moving. That's why I like. That's why I'm like anything with dodgy, but you can't freaking apply on wham beams. It's just not as good. It looks sizable, anything. The whole motion's wrong. Like I don't know when it's not driven by the root. I really think that motion is just not spot on. When it's not like it's weird because you think the plier motion should be center of gravity, but I think because of how weird plier motion when the root was at the feet just felt more accurate.
Yeah, it's a little more accurate.
This
That's
one,
for
it feels
sure.
like the
Yeah,
feet kind of just it feels like the feet just slide off the thing.
yeah,
The other one felt like the feet planted, and like you see, like he's still, but his feet are planted, so you want to feel that
yeah.
land stay, explode out like your motion, you feel the actual takeoff when you take off, not like as my pelvis is moving forward. Um, you mean let's go back.
Okay, so
Um,
I mean,
at least we know
re-
the cause.
yeah. So realistically, we need to keep for the plyo and the strides the root at the feet, right? For 0-12 at least. I mean, realistically,
I mean, even the strides are. I need to figure out because the strides are dodgy
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, and also we need to find what's going on with the strides, but um, I think
For 0-12, yeah, I don't see us
yeah. All right, so
because that looks like more of a. I think to solve it, you need like IK, but then that would affect the landing and
yeah, no, I was like, and then okay, yeah. So now that is that weird. It's so strange that such a small change completely.
such a drastic thing, isn't it? But it's
Okay,
crazy because
so
the ability to actually plyo really thin objects is just like you don't realize how
yeah,
key it is gameplay wise. You can
yeah, absolutely,
like
yeah,
really land on
yeah,
and plyo off this super thin surface. So you can have like rails, like actual rails, and be able to plyo them.
and that is one of the nice thing about making the things rather than like using you know using vanilla blueprint implementation. I just say, okay, yeah, we just move the capsule, then we make it jump. You will never have this level of control, right?
Yeah,
So I don't mind, right? For 0-12, right? Okay, let's say like so. This is a
don't mind this
compromise.
either.
Um, so I think like this is the worst case scenario for zero
Yeah,
12 is
this is the
this,
very
right?
this is
Yeah.
yeah.
So 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 I would like to try um anyway to get the root that blends from the feet to the pelvis and see well first to see if it makes it better, how much better, or if it even make it worse. um hmm, I got another question in the chat. Ability to do double cap passes, yes. Well, double cap passes are not in the game right now, but yes, that we will have it. It's it's a strange move that it requires some
Hmm.
really tricky inputs. The famous like you wanna do it the double cap pass. You wanna choose it to do it before, or choose it
Or during
during.
mid, yeah.
Yeah, that's the classic.
I
Right?
think the issue is doing it during would like how you start the first cat pass is so different that like I don't think you could ever fully do a double cat pass, right? Without
Yeah,
preempting it.
yeah. If
Because
if
I
you
think
look
the,
at
the
the
issue is the way you take off is complete like the way you actually jump is completely different. That's
yeah,
the issue. Because you'd in essence have to do a cat pass, right? And then
if you look at the cat pass, the double cat pass that we got in the trailer, you know, you got absolute zero chance to do it while you're doing a cat pass, right? Like here, right? This cat pass, you have no chance. This double cat pass, you have no. Like, look how, like it's like basically it's that here is completely horizontal. You got absolutely no chance of doing it.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I feel like you just lose that fluidity of motion.
yeah, you got no chance. I think you got really no chance.
But yeah, because I don't see why it does. Highly contextual. You'd have to actually find
Yeah,
two
one.
points in which you
Look,
can
look at that.
actually
That
bang bang.
two. Yeah, come on. It's just a kind of yeah. I cannot do that. Yeah, sorry.
The irony of it is though, um, like would be able to implement it with this current system. Like would be able to say, oh, sink, land,
Yeah.
like or sink. Then you'd have almost you'd have like if you did a double and there was only one wall, you would fail, right? But then if you did a double and there was two, you go bang, bang, and then you would just. I mean, I'm almost tempted to. I'm really tempted actually. There's just the thought of that. Obviously not now, but like I could already. I could. I think it'd take me like a couple of hours.
Yeah, so again, David, I lost you for like 5 seconds.
No, I was just
You
saying that
really
I'm
tempted?
tempted just to add it. Like,
Oh, to add
yeah,
it?
just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah, because no, obviously it's just us.
yeah.
We got some other things, but logic wise, realistically, it's just. I generally think it'll take me less than an hour. Because what we already do some good legislation. All we'd have to do is have a secondary legislation, right, which goes one step ahead of you to predict your ledge further, right? So it's like, well, see, a long cat pass, like a cat off or something, that already like kind of exists. So like, say I was like, yeah, like, see, I think something like that, like a long cat pass, would be like you hold it longer on the normal cat pass, and then a double cat pass. I was like, it'd probably be like either like a flick or a flick down flick, like a up down up kind of thing. Flick
Yeah.
up.
Like, yeah, like the flick. I think in theory it should be like you flick it very fast twice, but then yeah, like, you want to be very responsive. So in theory, as soon as you
Yeah,
detect one cat pass, you should play, right?
you do
I
a
say,
cat
well,
pass.
yeah. But then,
That's the
like, yeah,
that is the one and only bit that's the exact thing because that's
yeah,
the issue. It's like a long cat pass. I'd say you flick and release, so it's like a push release, right? And that does a long, and obviously the longer you hold, you do. So you probably have like a flick and release, and you have a bit of a threshold, then you really push release, and then that will go into a long cap. And then I think the double because if you want to be on a cat pass, I think a double would have to be like up down up or something like that. Like
no,
flick flick.
I think
But
it
maybe
could
you just
be.
don't release all the way.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think it's like
I think that's
going.
tricky.
Yeah, it's very tricky, but it's a very tricky move, right? So I think like if you
Yeah.
do two flicks, but the first flick you don't go all the way to the dead zone, right? Then you can do 2, 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
when you want. As long as so basically we finish when you are in the dead zone, right? That is where the movement is finished. So you
Mm.
can you can keep
Or
flicking at the edge, and yeah, that will.
yeah.
But the
I mean, I
most
already
important
have
thing is
this
like
this
the
buffer.
responsiveness when you finish the command at that exact frame. It needs to go because we are already not responsive enough, so we cannot add yet
That's
another
the issue, right?
delay.
Like
Yeah,
you don't do it on a press. Like we're not, because the button press, you say the second you press it, right? And that's very responsive. But then if we're saying already like flick release, then pick, then you might even do a longer one. You're not going to get the instant like bang.
yeah.
Um, I think you'd have to play and just see what kind of. I mean, neither of the options are actually hard. You'd have to just play around with it.
Okay, so
For the double flick up there makes the most sense to me.
yeah, it
But
has to be
uh,
a double flick up, yeah, for sure, in one way, shape, or form. Um, okay, so uh, closing down the falling, right? I mean, we haven't even started, but
yeah,
okay, so we said right. So inertializing the montages and the state machine, but we're gonna get rid of the state machine. We said, but so
yeah. But
inertialization is
everything's
one
inertialized
part,
now.
inertialized, and then so, but that is done, right? We said okay, inertialized
Yeah, I've done
for
that now. Everything's
okay,
inertialized.
let's inertialized. So okay, that's done. Then the second bit is we keep the root where the root is, and we know that we're gonna work very well for the root of the pelvis, not so well for the root of the feet, but we take the hit in there, and then we see how we can recover from that. And then the last bit is that so we convert everything into montages, and so that will prevent the Z going well, that will help the Z going uh, more higher uh, than it should, right? And that should be it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh yes, and then we are still leaving all the doors open and everything is ready to do the base, right? Because the base are not
Yeah.
touched by these changes, so that should be uh yeah, agnostic of the base. So okay, so how do you want to split the uh yeah, the work? It really looks like almost like a contortionist. So if you want, I can start doing the animations, like for all the cases,
Yeah.
and the one by
It's
one.
probably yeah. I think. Okay, so if we say okay, so if I go ahead and nail all the logic in terms of the everything's internationalized because I'm unsure about because then we got to look at the blend out stuff. Um, okay, so if I nail the Rayne logic in terms of the blending out into the full, the blend out now nationalization, all that stuff, and um, the I guess transit. No, not really. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess transitional stuff into that full, right? So, because I mean, because what sorry, let's run through that. Yeah, my brain is.
So in
So
theory, like for you. like you should be like good to go, right? It should be they there shouldn't be anything left to do. In oh, just one thing, right? Can you try to remove the set
Oh,
root motion mode once if we inertialize everything?
ooh, another thing interesting. I would do it ignore root motion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that would. But
What impact will that did that
uh,
affect? These are there actually.
try to do the
Yeah,
plyo.
definitely is better on the vaults. It preserved it a little bit more. The
Yeah,
fly
but
is
the
same.
plyo
I
the
mean,
same. Okay.
it's, yeah, I
Okay.
think it
So
just preserves it a little.
can you yeah, can you remove that line completely now that we got initialization? Because I still don't trust it. There is something that I think is gonna bite us back.
Nope.
Okay, it doesn't work. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is for later, but I think that is
Yeah.
gonna cause problem at some point. Because there is
That's what
yeah.
I will succumb to that up until um um yeah, I'm fine with that being the case. What do I do here? What do I do this? It's actually not I do that.
Okay, at least we do it once. But did when what did we reset it back to?
Oh, I do it whenever you land or whenever you do
Yeah.
things.
Okay. So we know that that is okay. That is holding the things together for now. So okay, we take that. So why does it fall like that?
Oh, oh, it's because the local. So, so interessant, interessant. Ah, so this is because you're taking root motion for that montage. You're playing a montage. So in playing a montage, um, that the falling montages need to know. That's why. Because if they do, then it will just make it so that it will sync.
Okay. But we so we're gonna have montages for that fall for the
I
normal
mean,
fall anyway, right? So we don't need to worry about that. No?
yeah. I mean, so this for all of it will be so.
Yeah,
Like,
it's on.
I'm gonna leave it like this for now. Let's set up everything. Um, yeah, let's set everything up, and then once that's all set up, yeah, we can. Oh, wait, no, no, no! I want to try that again, mate. Oh, mate, can you make this bloody jump, please? Thank you. Cooked it. He's overcooked it. Can you imagine? This is when you need to be able to adjust the jump.
Yeah.
That's the next bit. A little bit of air control.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that is
Because
gonna
yeah.
be even trickier where like if we have to
Mm-hmm.
compromise on the thing, then it's going like the animation will go forward and then we go backward and then go
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a
We'll have to
mess
really
there.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Um, yeah. I think we'll need it. Can't lie to
Yes,
you.
I think definitely we need it, but how can we
minimize its crapness.
Yeah, maybe my idea of blending the root will help that scenarios, but yeah.
Okay, so really, what we need now is it's the falls, right? If you create the falls for each one, right, then I could set up the logic for well, I guess because you created them, so it's just the falling type, right? The falling type will become a bit more verbose in the sense of
Yeah.
pass and yada, and then I'll have a little thing that get falling type based on the animation you're doing.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Um. All right. Cool. If you smash that, then yeah. I mean, let me check this in.
Yeah. Let's check
Right.
this stuff in. So I start with base. I can.
Steady base.
So the animation will start from a normal fall. No, sorry, from a normal. Say we're doing the cut pass, right? Okay, we start from a normal cut pass. It will blend into a fall, and it will loop for, let's say 10 seconds, and that's it. And we do it for every type of the animation. So that way we just play the montage. We don't care about anything. And we do exactly the same things that we were doing before. And we initialize it, it will be even better because it will be very close to the pose, so it won't do any. I mean, to be honest, with the dead blend is a lot better now to uh initialize those poses, right? Like before, with the initialization was a lot worse, right?
Yeah.
So all those animation needs to be in place, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in place animation is a combination of going from the fall into the thing. Yeah. Um, is it worth to have um for for the normal locomotion ones, right? Is it worth to having like 2 or 3 of those in which it like, like we do for
Yeah. No,
the
definitely.
sand,
Yeah.
right?
I think yeah, have a couple. Because then what I'll then have to turn the slides and stuff will also need to be uh montages. They'll need to be looped montages.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's the
Yeah.
same. Like loop for like 10 seconds or some shit.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I mean the animation for the pole sliding, right? We can make a perfect loop for that, right? Because we don't need to go in, right? Or do we? I mean, we don't have the mockup data anyway, right? So
Yeah, we just need one. Yeah, like this is it. We just need one loop. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, there's no going in. It's just yeah, it's just a case of yeah, just triggering it now through the montage. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So yes, I'll elaborate those animations, and yeah, if you want to, so I won't touch the AnimBP and the CatBP. So if you wanna like
Check.
do all the changes into the AnimBP, remove that state machine and just apply the montages, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll set up the montage stuff while you do the animation stuff. What I'm going to do quickly tonight, though, before I go to bed, I want to fix that landing. I think I know what the cause is. I think it's not the blend; it's the trajectory thing.
Oh, when it stops.
Yeah,
Yeah. That
because the rolls don't do it. I just noticed the rolling doesn't do it. Only the other one. And I basically only let you adjust the trajectory when you're rolling. I think that's why.
Yes. All right then. Okay, we got a plan. We got a plan. Um,
Let me check
so,
all this in for
so
you.
I'm gonna crack on and I'm gonna write the supporting code. I think we can end the stream here because it's not gonna be very nice. But, all right then. Uh, Thank you very much for the viewers. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.